There's a troubling situation growing in the world of football, one that directly impacts genuine fans. A recent BBC investigation has unveiled a thriving black market for Premier League ticket sales, and the implications are serious for both fans and the integrity of the sport. According to the report by Tom Grundy, a seasoned journalist with BBC Sport, a network of overseas companies, including an operation in a quaint Swiss town of just 4,000 residents, is behind this illicit trade. These entities appear to be leveraging memberships combined with sophisticated computer programs to amass tickets from the club's online ticketing sites at an alarming rate. What's particularly concerning is that in the UK, reselling tickets is illegal unless done through an official, club-sanctioned exchange, enforced to prevent clashes between rival fans in stadiums. The Premier League diligently maintains a list of over 50 unauthorized websites engaged in this practice, but despite its legitimacy, the black market flourishes. In a disturbing turn of events, the BBC discovered how straightforward it was to purchase tickets from the black market for high-demand matches, such as the recent Manchester Derby, which had sold out weeks prior. Within days of the game, tickets for the City section were sourced and provided to reporters, who were ultimately able to enter the game without issue. The investigation also covered match fixtures involving renowned clubs like Arsenal, Everton, and West Ham. However, while our reporters succeeded in gaining entry, many fans who purchased tickets from these platforms faced heartbreak when they arrived at games only to find their tickets invalid. Prices alarmingly ranged from 2 to 4 times the original value, with some tickets transferred through UK mobile numbers via WhatsApp, often accompanied by unsettling instructions to avoid interaction with stadium stewards. The scale of this black market poses severe risks. As it expands, genuinely passionate supporters are finding it increasingly challenging to secure tickets through legitimate channels. There's also a significant concern regarding safety risks that arise from the breakdown of strict segregation rules intended to keep rival fans apart. In response, clubs have stated they are diligently working to combat this issue, announcing the cancellation of tens of thousands of memberships linked to unauthorized ticket acquisitions. The Premier League's unauthorized seller list includes well-known platforms like StubHub and Vivid Seats, which bears the involvement of Chelsea's co-owner, Todd Boehly. The investigation specifically spotlighted 4 websites known for their rampant ticket offerings. For instance, over 18,000 tickets for the Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest match were advertised, which constituted nearly a third of the Emirates Stadium's total capacity. Experts have raised alarm that many of these listings might be speculative, with estimates suggesting that only a fraction, between 10% and 25%, of the tickets advertised were actually available. Adding to this disheartening scenario, ticket prices spanned an excessive range, from £55 all the way up to £14,962, typically encompassing surcharges that inflated costs even further. Reg Walker, an expert in ticket security who advises Premier League clubs, recounted an unsettling anecdote about Japanese tourists who paid a staggering £2,200 for tickets that had a mere £87 printed price. Experiences such as these have led the Football Supporters Association to express grave concern. According to its chair, Tom Greatrex, the situation confirms growing anecdotal evidence that this practice is becoming pervasive throughout the sport. While clubs maintain that ticketing problems are primarily their responsibility, they're engaging in efforts to bolster their anti-touting measures. Digital ticket transfers were commonly employed, yet some tickets arrived with discrepancies, as experienced by one reporter who found their upper-tier ticket was ultimately a prestigious Club View ticket, traditionally reserved for premium season ticket holders with added perks. Regrettably, the investigation's findings reveal that despite the illegalities of ticket resale in the UK, many of these companies, based in countries such as Spain, Dubai, Germany, and Estonia, evade local law enforcement due to their international registration. This begs an urgent question. How can legislation adapt to effectively regulate these foreign entities that prey on avid UK fans? Interestingly, one such company, Ticombo, responded to the investigation, branding themselves as a legitimate resale platform and arguing that secondary markets offer much-needed consumer choice. Highlighting a contrasting viewpoint, they contended that rules banning ticket resale often only serve to monopolize ticket access for event organizers. As the investigation unfolds, it becomes evident that measures need to adapt and tighten to deter these agencies that exploit loopholes while potentially putting fans at risk. Great Rex pointedly remarked that if the segregation within stadiums erodes to such an extent that away fans end up in home sections, the repercussions could lead to dangerous altercations. The investigation also illustrates how these unauthorized sellers employ advanced tactics to acquire tickets en masse. Estimates indicate tens of thousands of memberships may be controlled by scalpers using automated software. This ongoing arms race against ticket touts highlights the monumental challenge that clubs face, evidenced by actions such as Arsenal removing 30,000 suspicious entries from their ticketing ballots and Chelsea blocking 350,000 bot-driven purchases. Despite these attempts, only a scant number of arrests were recorded for ticket touting in the previous season across major English football leagues. Arsenal's former head of ticketing, Manal Smith, poignantly expressed her frustrations over the situation, revealing that the most arduous part of her role involved breaking the news to loyal supporters who had been denied entry after shelling out substantial sums for tickets from unauthorized platforms. The stories shared, from a birthday trip dashed from Devon to Old Trafford to a devoted Crystal Palace fan missing out on witnessing their triumph at Wembley, underscore the very real impact of this issue. In light of all these developments, Smith offers an essential piece of advice to anyone contemplating the use of unauthorized ticket sales. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. What do you think about the current state of football ticketing? Is it time for more stringent regulations? Or do secondary markets offer a necessary service to fans? Share your thoughts in the comments. Image source, Getty Images.